or you know, he start texting me and now he stopped out of nowhere. It's like, how do I get power back into the relationship? How do I?
Goodness, such a good question.
I'm like, okay, so what's going on here? Mm-hmm. You're feeling some sort of level of rejection.
Or like a fading of some sort.
Right, fading of interest. We about to put you on game today.
Like I would like get ready to go to work and come back, and she would just write these notes and make my lunch and send me off with that, and it'll be the cutest. She's like, don't read it until you get on your lunch break. And I will read it when I get my lunch break, and it'll be like the cutest messages and stuff. And I'm like, dang, you love me.
That's how she got your ass.
That's how she got me, bro. That's some thoughtfulness. Because girls get it, they always think it goes one side, like they have to receive, but they don't give anything like that.
Well, I think,
I guess traditional-wise or whatever, it's like, okay, romance me, and you know, I'm a helper or whatever it is else that I'm doing, but when it comes to like men like that too, you know what I'm saying? It's like it can be reciprocated. I feel like.
Well, I think the girls that do that, the guys, they don't show their appreciation as much as maybe you do. So they think that, oh, you know, I'm doing all this, but he doesn't really appreciate it.
It is to each their own though, because there's situations on both sides.
It's like, I'm not that type that like really displays that sort of, you know, it does mean something to me. Yeah. But it's not like you're going to see a big reaction out of me just because, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's because I'm like.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big reaction, more of just the appreciation of refreshment of like, wow, like this is actually different. Like,
I'll be like.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, baby, that was thoughtful. Lay down back, let me spray. That's how I show my appreciation.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
I'm trying to think of like the last time somebody actually did that with me.
You never had a girl do anything like that?
Yeah, I have.
Like some romantic stuff for you, not the other way around.
Yeah, I mean it's just like I show my appreciation about it, like, but it's like more in my actions. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, and like the way. Like, I'm gonna be treating you like a queen. Yeah.
Bro, why did I see this video? And I think there's like a couple of videos out there that has literally flipped the script of what tradition is supposed to be when it comes to marriage proposals. A girl, this woman was doing it to her man in terms of getting on her knee and presenting the ring to him. Oh! I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I don't know if I agree with that, to be honest. Like, it's like, this lady really she gonna be a wife by any means. By any means necessary. Oh, you don't want to propose to me? I'm gonna propose to you.
I mean, that takes a lot of balls, I will say that, because now you just put yourself on the spot. Right. Like, where normally it's like the other way around.
Yeah. But how does it look for him, though, if that happens, like, to be honest with you?
I mean, I don't want to be one to judge, but if I see a man in the street and then a lady's on one hand like that, and he's just like, oh, I'll be like, oh, good shit, bro. What are you supposed to, how are you supposed to react to that?
I have no idea. I'm just like, yo, this is so crazy to me. This generation has changed, man.
I mean, shit.
Tradition like, isn't as tradition anymore.
I don't know. It seems like it's just going to be something that happens more and more often.
You think they took women empowerment to the next level?
They said, let me get on my knees and pop this question, because I'm sick of waiting for your ass. I'm just going to pop it myself. We doing this or what, motherfucker? That's basically what she's doing. She got to the very last straw. She said, I had enough of waiting. Are we doing this or what? It's not, will you marry me? Is we doing this or what? That's the question.
Yo, that's so true. Man, they be taking matters into their own hands.
You know, respect, I guess.
I know. I'm like, yo, you got.
I don't know. That I feel like I would like if somebody did that to me, though. Yeah. Like, how do you know if he's cool with that? Like, maybe he wanted to be the one to ask.
Right. But she just got fed up with waiting. Maybe it was something where it was so clear that this is what it should have been for so long, and he still didn't pop the question, and it was just like, okay, we know that we want to do this. You're not asking me, so I'm just gonna ask you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it was. Because she really don't know.
Oh man.
And she's taking a chance like that. She's like,
what if she's overstepping though? Like, what if she's jumping the gun, and he's not there yet? Like, you know how you see guys will propose and then the girl, like, she's on the spot and she's
bro,
like,
I know.
Stand up right now. Stand the fuck up. Come here. Let me whisper something in your ear. Is you fucking crazy?
Well, you know what I feel like? I really feel like there should be clear evidence signs that this is the vision and direction that you guys know y'all are headed in. Because if there's any sort of mishap of like, I don't know, I'm really, really unsure, then it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Probably should wait a little bit.
It's almost like you got to pop the question before you pop the question.
Exactly.
Meaning like, yo, I want to marry you.
Yeah.
Just so you know, that's on my mind.
And she be like,
it's a matter of time.
Oh, you messing with me.
It's like, you don't want to take no chances nowadays.
Nah.
It could go south real quick.
It really could, though.
It's like, we were just fuck buddies. What are you doing, motherfucker? It's confused.
It was so good, I just wanted to put a ring on it.
Baby, I'm trying to make you my FW forever be.
That's literally
Is you crazy?
That's what it was.
Damn.
Yeah.
This man took it to another level.
Goodness, that's hilarious. I feel like that would be the most embarrassing thing ever, bro, in front of people. Wow.
See, but then what happens if the girl gets rejected in front of people? How you gonna handle that, ladies? We know y'all don't like rejection. See, y'all ain't as used to rejection like we are.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
were born with rejection from the get-go.
It made our bones strong.
What do they say? What's Bane from The Dark Knight says? You were introduced to the darkness. I was born in it.
That was perfect.
These dudes, yeah, you were introduced to rejection.
we was
born in that shit. You don't know what you're doing. Because y'all be tripping when a man rejects you. Man, I see it in the DMs. I've been there.
Bruh.
Going back and forth with these ladies.
Ever since we yay high. What you mean? This started ever since we was in elementary school.
Oh, bro, they been rejecting my ass since I was in preschool, dog. Can I play with you? No! Girls only. What?
Yo, we had a montage of preschool, kindergarten, elementary school, middle school, high school, college. It's just rejection.
Oh my God! See, yo, ladies,
you gotta admire the persistence for this man.
Yo, ladies, that's man. One like big downfall of today's generation. It's like y'all cannot handle rejection that well,
but it will make you strong.
We gotta toughen you up.
I'm telling you.
Lady.
You know what? It's nothing better than that, to be honest, than rejection. It's kind of like failing to be successcul.
Exactly.
You need that. I mean? It's inside out.
The same shit I keep seeing in the DMs, dude, is like, how do I get back? How do I get control of this relationship back? I got a FWB or whatever, and they're starting to flake on me. Or he start texting me, and now he stopped out of nowhere. It's like, how do I get power back into the relationship? How do I?
Goodness, such a good question.
I'm like, okay, so what's going on here? Mm-hmm. You're feeling some sort of level of rejection,
or like a fading of some sort.
Right, the fading of interest. We about to put you on game today.
My bad, I'm on the controller right now, bro. On level 8 right now.
We about to put you on game today because these boys be playing.
They know what they be doing.
Them emotional strings of yours.
They know what they be doing. I'm telling you.
They do know what they be doing.
That's a fact.
Trust me, I went and did some investigation for you ladies.
Absolutely.
And we about to get into it. So buckle the fuck up. We about to get into it. Fasten your seatbelts. We going on a roller coaster.
Let's go.
Hey, trigger warning. Trigger warning.
Oh, my goodness.
No, but we about to just make you aware of some of the chicanery that be occurring in these streets.
I think you just invented a word, brother. You need to copyright it.
Chicanery. All right, but before we get to that, should we do our normal spiel, the normal introduction?
Let's give it to
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
Welcome.
To another episode of the Strip Down Podcast, where we're gonna bear it all for you ladies.
But not in the way you think.
See?
In a way that's much more deeper.
Ooh, we're about to get buck naked emotionally. We getting butt naked mentally for your ass. We running, we streaking these motherfucking streets. How we do it?
Couldn't put it any other better
We out
way.
here getting buck naked.
Oh yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, to the programming, first things first, welcome to the shit show, baby.
Hola.
I need you to do me a favor, though. I want you to hit that subscribe button, baby. I know you probably saw a clip somewhere. You heard your friend told you to put you on. She did you a favor. That clip sent you here for a reason. Hit that subscription and you're going to find out why. Because you ain't going to get everything you need to know off of just one episode, okay? This is a multi-part series.
That's what I'm saying.
You understand what I'm saying?
It gave you a reason to enter this season.
That's what it is.
You feel me? Season of pure
facts. Straight up. And listen, we got so much to address. We can't address them all in one episode. So hit that subscription button, baby. And if you're already a subscriber, we thank you for continuing to be with us on our journey to the top. Journey to overtake Joe Rogan's ass.
They're like, dang, y'all really coming at
We coming for your ass. We didn't forget about you, Joe.
Joe Rogan still sipping his sisters.
That man sipping a martini on the top of the mountain. Okay, motherfuckers, good luck. As he takes a shot of his
He didn't even say no, he's just looking down on us like, all right.
Okay, motherfuckers. Yeah, so listen, follow our IG at Strip Down Podcast, because this is exactly where we're getting all these DMs from. This is where we're addressing all these topics.
Yes.
Because we get hundreds of topics every week.
Which we appreciate y'all for sending them in.
We're not complaining at all. We love it because it's allowing us to see, oh shit, all of y'all are having the same issue.
Yes.
We're going to address it in this episode.
We see a pattern here. We need to address this consistent pattern. So
we go into the realness, to the IG DMs. Follow us on there and send us your message if you got a situation you need addressed.
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
So stick around to the end because we got quite a variety for you ladies tonight.
Like the sound of variety.
By the way, we do want to give a couple shout outs to some of our top social media supporters.
Who we got?
Every week we get some new OGs joining the club.
Okay.
Right, so we do these shout outs every week. These are the names that we notice every single week. It's like popping up more and more in the comment section, you know, in the notification section. It's like, okay, they showing love, so we about to show some love right back.
That's right.
So from YouTube, we want to give a shout out to Leslie Kelly.
Leslie! What's up, girl? Shout out to you.
We see you, baby. From Instagram, we want to give a shout out to Chastity.R. and Emily Ortega1.
Oh, shout out to each and every one of you beautiful souls.
That's right. And from TikTok, I want to give a shout out to my boy VTP39.
The boy.
Shout
out. Hey.
And
appreciate you, bro.
Gina C_13 and Jaylin58. We see you, ladies. We appreciate the love.
I'm loving the names, by the way, too.
You know, and these are some of the ones they be tagging us in their stories and stuff on IG. Shout out to these boys. They be sharing our reels and our clips and whatnot. They letting the boys know, hey, listen, I know what's up.
And we got y'all back.
When these boys see that you follow Strip Down Podcast, they know they can't play no games because we putting you all on, game. Don't fuck around with this one.
All the tricks of the trade.
She got all the tricks. And we about to give you some tricks right now. All right? The overall theme of this episode right here, is to stop chasing that validation.
Say that one more time.
Stop chasing that validation.
Exclamation point.
Because that is what you're ultimately doing.
And y'all know who we talking about. Y'all know who we talking about.
So let me frame this up for y'all. We've been getting a lot of these DMs, and this is the core of the issue right here. Y'all are chasing these men's validation. And I'm gonna basically describe to you what that looks like. Okay, so this young lady, she wrote in. She said, "How do I refocus the frame and gain back the power after hooking up with a situationship? I feel like I could have played my cards better, but too late and now I'm tripping. He needs to be tripping, not me.
Wow.
I already know exactly where you went wrong, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
And then another DM came back and it said, how do I make him want me back?
Oh,
all right.
We got the answers to that.
Mm-hmm. So how does it always start off, ladies? How's any relationship or whatever, how's it always start?
Well, you meet a person. You either slide in a DM.
Who's doing the pursuing?
It's usually the guy.
Exactly.
Unless there's ladies out there that feeling bold, which we love and respect that too. But usually the guy. He sees someone he's attracted to.
Right.
He slides in a DM. Or even if it's out in real life, he may go and approach if he's feeling bold as well.
Mm-hmm.
You share some rapport. Y'all get to know. Y'all exchange numbers and information.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all kind of build up this camaraderie, familiarity, seeing if the attraction is there, seeing how if you're escalating. And then maybe you'll do like a date or something like that. Depending on what y'all want to do. I don't know if y'all Netflix and chilling still, or if y'all actually doing some actual dinners or taking them out for an adventure, whatever it is. Y'all are doing something, right? To get to know each other, you know, maybe...
usually a date.
Yeah, usually a date. Getting to that point of, okay, I see potential in this person. And then after that, y'all both are on the same sexual attraction level. And what happens is, okay, when is the right time to hook up? When is the right time to give them some cookie? When is the right time?
But when's the right time for you to get some...
To get some date. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that happens. And then afterwards, you start to realize that maybe the guy just wanted that. And then he starts to sort of maybe fade away after a little bit. Start to fade away after. And you're like, wait. I didn't expect this. You were telling me these things. You were giving me signals. What is going on?
Was the sex not good?
Right. Like, was there something wrong with me? Like,
did I go wrong somewhere? What happened? This is what happened. In the beginning, when y'all first met, his interest level was up here. Yours was down here. Mm-hmm. You weren't even looking at the dude. This dude noticed you. That's when he decided to slide into that DM.
That's right.
Right? Or approach you on the streets or whatever, start talking to you, trying to get your interest level to come up a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. You start talking to him and start conversating. All of a sudden, your interest is slowly starting to creep up.
Yeah.
By the time you guys get to the first date, your interest is like almost meeting him halfway.
Yeah.
Right? Now, there's a thing that happens with the guys that be playing the games, okay? I'm not saying, I don't want to paint it like all guys do this, but the guys that be playing games is once they know that your interest is at a certain place, then they start to bring their interest level down, right? So it started off with him always initiating with the text messages, right? Hey, good morning, beautiful. Hey, how's your day? Like, whatever. He's always the one initiating. As your interest level went up, then you're like, you know what, I'm going to initiate a little bit, right? And then he started to taper off at some point. Now, usually, this is when he knows, and it usually happens after sex.
Yeah.
Why? Because sex, they know, is a very emotional thing for you ladies, right?
Yeah.
So now, when you've had sex, your interest level just spiked up.
Rocking it.
It's like now you've invested in him.
Yes.
Right? They think, okay, you're emotionally invested. You've already given up something, right? So you have to continue to pursue me, right? So now they know your interest level is here. Now, what is that really, though? Right? They got the validation that they wanted, right? And you gave them the validation, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
It's not.
Right? If you vibed with them and you guys were clicking.
And if that's what you want.
Right.
You want
but here's the thing. If you notice that his interest starts to drop off, right? He could very well be playing a game on your ass. Why? Because if he keeps his interest level up there, there's a chance that you're going to see him for who he really is, and you're not going to be attracted to him much longer after that.
Who started these games?
So in his head, he's like, I got to bring my interest level down. Why? Because now you're not just chasing him, you're chasing his validation.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're sitting there wondering, wait a minute, how come he's not texting me anymore? How come he's not, engaging with me as much? How come he's not interested in me as much as he used to? Did I do something wrong? I need to make sure there's nothing wrong with me. It's driving me crazy. That's what this girl's saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she's saying. I'm tripping. Why am I tripping? You're tripping because you're chasing his validation.
You're emotionally invested, girl. And he done lowered that.
Your ego is fucking with you right now.
Yep.
And guys who play games, they know this. They know this.
So it's like a string. That's
so
right.
You better be careful, girl.
Yeah.
You can't let them have that. You got to act like, first off, treat the sex exactly like how he's going to treat it. If it's not a big deal to him or whatever, it's a casual thing to him, then it's a casual thing to you too, right? If that's how he's treating it, that's how you should treat it, right? Because that way, in your head, you haven't given up so much, right? Yeah. It's like, why did your interest jump so much after the sex? That's the real reason I'm saying that.
Yep.
It's like, because I don't want your interest to go overboard, right? So you can just maintain it at a healthy level so you could truly evaluate what's in front of you. Yeah. When your interest level is way too high, when he's not staying consistent with you, now you're starting to fucking do things you normally wouldn't do.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I know you know what I'm talking about,
and
girl.
It drives you crazy.
Right now you're like chasing his attention too much.
Yeah.
And these guys fucking know this. They make videos on this shit. This is how you get her to chase you. This is how you get her to chase that validation. This is the game that those guys are playing. They're going off of this other guy's playbook where he told them to do this shit. I watched the videos. I'm like, oh, that's the game.
You know how universal this issue is?
Yeah.
It's amongst both, because we like to say that it is sort of both genders that do this. So just keep in mind,
right,
that the more games that feel that needs to be played, these are the certain situations that continue to happen. So
that's
at the end of the day, why are we playing games in the first place?
We're gonna get to that because that comes later in the episode.
We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that because that comes later in the episode.
Yes.
But that's scenario one. If this guy's got some game, he might be playing that game. Now, let's not discount the fact that, hey, look, he might have lost interest or started to lose interest because of something else. Maybe there was something you did. Maybe there was something that rubbed him the wrong way that turned him off, right? That he was like, you know what? I didn't realize she was like this. Like, what the fuck? There was another DM where she's like, this guy, we have an amazing sexual chemistry and all this. Everything's going great for 6 months. They're going back and forth. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, he ghosted her. I was like, huh? Because I had a previous conversation with her, and I was like, that seems so odd because it seemed so great in the beginning. The guy seemed like a great guy.
For a consistent 6 months, too.
Right. And, she was like, everything's going great. And then she sent me a DM today saying he just ghosted me last week. I'm like, what the fuck? What led to that? Now I'm like, send me your text messages. Show me the last series of messages.
Yeah.
Right. And then as soon as I saw that, I saw what was going on.
And what was that issue?
She was being way too needy,
clingy.
She was being way too much, and I could read it in the text messages because he would be like, I just got off work, I'm tired, and she'd be like, how was your day? And all that, and then he'd reply with, yeah, I just got off work, I'm really tired, I'm sore, I'm aching, this and that. And then she would hit him with all these not just pointless messages, right? Rather than keeping it short and simple, she was constantly trying to get his attention, right? And it was I could tell that guy
I see.
Just wants to be kind of left alone, and you're just kind of keep coming at him. And then it would be she'd send him a message at 6 a.m. Hey, are you up? then 9 a.m. Wake up sleepy, then 11 a.m.
No.
Where you at? And then it's like over and over and over again. And I'm like, yo, like give this man his space.
Because it goes from excitement text to obligation text.
Yeah.
Now it starts to feel like, it feels like a chore now talking to you. It wasn't supposed to feel like this. Like, you know, if it sounds I don't want to talk, I don't want to do this, you have to respect that, ladies, and give them space too, because you got to realize leading a busy life for yourself can be one of the most effective things you can possibly do. You got to realize this man has a busy life himself. If he's sitting around not doing anything, that's a different story. But
yeah, that's not really a man. Those are boys.
Those are boys, you know what I'm saying? Not really a man. But most of the time, men have schedules. They have things that they want to do. Now, if you show that you are sort of equally yoked and have that same sort of ordeal, then he's going to respect that, and it's going to keep his interest, because he's just like, well, I don't feel like now I got to be obligated because you're sending me 3, 4, 5 texts in a row or like a day when I really don't want to talk that much. Like, you got to keep it short and sweet.
Yeah, exactly. It's like y'all are both busy. Yeah. It's like y'all got other things to do. You know, y'all shouldn't be having those, that's like high school stuff. Yeah. Right? You know what I mean? And I get it. Like once in a while, that's good to have like that back and forth, but not all the time pointlessly. Yeah. Right? You know what I mean?
And you're saying in this case, that's probably what happened.
Oh, bro, she was triple, quadruple, quintuple texting this dude.
Wow. Okay.
I was like, yo.
No judgments, but you see the
error. I did tell her that straight up. I was like, yo, this is the way, from what I'm seeing, I'm like, this is what's most likely happening. Right. Like, you're kind of bombarding him a little bit, and it's turning him off. It's like, I could tell this, like, I'm kind of like that. Yeah. I'm like, I got shit to do. Let's just get straight to the point. Yeah. You want to come see me? You want to make plans? Let's do it. Yeah. Let's make the plans, or let's set up a date and time, and then I got to get back to business. Yeah. Right.
Which I feel like ultimately texts are meant for that. Like for planning something. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be meant for communicating all day, every day. Right. I never feel that is what it's used for. Because people are going to start to hate texting.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be like me and you fucking being like, hey, dog, tell me about your day, bro.
Hey, bro, did you make it to bed safely? What are you dreaming about right now?
Like, no. You got to treat them exactly like you would your best friend almost.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like you don't take it personally if they don't text you back right away, or they're not having full-out conversations. You just get to the point. And then you keep it moving. You schedule what you got to schedule. You get your important points across, and you keep it moving.
There you go.
And then when you're in the FaceTime, that's when you get the real them, right?
Or in person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean by in the FaceTime.
Oh yeah.
Like it.
Oh, not FaceTime on the actual
in
phone.
the real time. Like you're gonna get them. Yeah. Right. So it's like most men, we prefer that.
Yes.
Like way over texting.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, in that case, it's like he don't want to be mean and say, hey, you know, can you not text me so much? It's like you're kind of getting annoying. I mean, he kind of was trying to say it without saying it in the messages I was reading.
You get the feel.
I could read it like into. I'm like, this guy's annoyed. Yeah. I'm like, he don't like texting. Yeah. I'm like, you didn't catch that? I'm like, well, that's your problem right there. You got to be able to catch that. Yeah. Hey, look, ladies, I'm just being straight up. That's, you know, you got to read the man's vibe. And look, if he is a dude that can afford the time to text all day, every day, what's that man doing for a living? What's he got going on for himself?
Yeah. And ask yourself truly, what is the motivation and intention behind me sending all of these texts? Like, why am I really doing this?
To entertain yourself. Because you're bored. You're too bored, baby. You're too bored.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what it is, it's what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, look.
But there's effective ways to go about things, and there's not.
And we about to give you the recipe to get that man back.
Yes.
Interested in you. Okay. Yes. Step 1, keep busy. Have your own fucking shit going on. You're too busy. One person that does not need anybody's validation is a person that got bigger priorities or better options.
Have more options. That way you're not solely focused on this one person. Not saying that you have to do anything with these other options, but
I'm just saying in the dating realm, you're either going to have more options, other options,
dating realm,
or bigger priorities.
Yeah.
Right? So for example, me, I got fucking business to run. I got shit to do. I got important things I got a lot on my plate. I got big priorities. Yeah. Right? So I'm not out there chasing nobody's validation. I don't got time to. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right? So now with my last FWB or whatever, I knew she got options. Mm-hmm. You got options. You're a good-looking girl. You're going to get hit on, whatever.
Right.
Right? And you know I got priorities. Mm-hmm. Right? So we're not going to play them games with each other. Right. We're going to maintain a certain level of respect with each other.
Right.
Right? But if I notice that you start playing games, I'm just going to focus my energy on my priorities.
Yeah.
Right? And if she notices that I'm playing games, she's going to focus her energy on other options.
And you know what I think about this specific topic is, I feel, this is just my personal opinion, let your priorities overshadow any sort of having so many options, because I feel like at the end of the day,
it's better to have,
it's so much more beneficial for you, because at the end of the day, you got to realize how much energy is spent trying to have all these different options too.
Yeah, fuck that.
So try to have bigger priorities.
I ain't got time to have options.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so let your priorities outweigh that, I would say.
Yeah, the priorities are so high that it's 100%. Like, I don't care if I don't got other options. My priorities mean way more to me.
100%.
Right? But when you got your priorities straight, then those options become easier to get.
Especially when you're not looking for them.
Yup. It's like you got priorities so high that fucking options are laying themselves on your front doorstep. So it's like, focus on the priorities and you're solid.
There you go.
And that's the big issue. And I replied to her with that exact response, and she's like, damn. I needed to be told that. And she's a good-looking girl.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, that's exactly what's going on here. You're frustrated because you're chasing his validation. Is that guy really that dope? Is that guy really that like, all that?
Right. Or are you painting him to be this idea of what you feel he should be rather than what he actually is?
Right. And it's really the validation that you're chasing.
Exactly.
It's not him, because once you get past that part, you'll be like, oh, you ain't shit. What was I tripping about?
Or all of my energy is spent on my self-progression that I have no time or worry to care about any sort of games that you're playing with me, because I'm focused on me and my goals and my priorities and things like that.
And here's the thing. Having priorities or options or whatever, that's fuckboy repellent right there. That's fuckboy repellent.
Put that on the can.
It's like, fuckboy repellent, I got priorities. Yeah. I got shit to do. And when the guy sees that, yo, this girl got fucking too much going on her plate. Like, she's too busy for me to fuck with like that. Like, I can't play games with a girl like this. Shit, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna fucking work. I'll be wasting my time. She's just gonna fucking brush me to the side as soon as I start to try to play my games. So it's fuckboy repellent, right? They see you got priorities, you got options, you got fucking shit other than him to worry about. And fucking, he's gonna realize, maybe I shouldn't be fucking around so much. So he's now either gonna keep it straight with you, or he's just not gonna bother with you. Boom, you just saved yourself some fucking headache.
That part.
Right?
That part. Beautifully said, my brother.
You know, we just try to keep it real out here. I know this is like, you know, we come in with it like just direct.
We got to keep it real with y'all.
But we're not gonna sugarcoat it. Like we said before, we ain't gonna sugarcoat it for you, because look, if these guys ain't gonna tell you, we will.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So, on top of having them options and whatnot, or the priorities, it's like having an abundant social life too.
Yes.
Like go live your life, girl.
Go do new things every day.
Go do new things. And here's a big fucking key right here too. Master being happy alone.
That part. Self-enjoyment, baby.
Look, if you sitting home on a Friday night and you're driving yourself crazy because you're bored or you're lonely or whatever, you are at a big disadvantage in the dating game.
You already fell from the beginning.
You're in a big disadvantage in the dating game. Because now you're looking for just somebody to fulfill that loneliness. Yes. You're afraid to be alone.
Oh my gosh.
So what's that lead to? That leads you to bad relationships. And it makes you tolerate bullshit that you otherwise wouldn't tolerate.
And too much time and energy not well spent.
And how often do you see girlfriends of yours in a relationship and shit's not going right, but the reason they don't end it is like, I don't want to be alone.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
You got to master being happy alone. Master being comfortable by yourself. I could spend all day, every day.
Oh my goodness.
Just doing me. I got this freedom. You got to realize like the beauty and the power in that. Like you get like unlimited freedom. Like it's like you could do whatever the fuck you want, eat whatever the fuck you want, watch whatever the fuck you want. Go do you. Like you got your priorities or whatever, your hobbies, your goals, your projects. You just keep yourself entertained.
Absolutely.
Right? Nonstop. It's like I'm never bored. I could go do something, fucking go on a hike, yoga class,
whatever you want.
Whatever, go do whatever the fuck you want.
This world is limitless with possibilities. That's the thing. It's like, don't put yourself in a box.
Yes.
Get out that box. You stay in that box, you've already failed because now you're doing things that you don't normally do, but you're doing it because you're trying to fill this sort of void, that's sort of empty with your loneliness. So fill that void yourself and allow yourself to enjoy your own company. And then someone else can enhance that when the time is right.
Exactly. Because when you master yourself being alone, you master being happy alone.
Yes.
You're good with nobody. You don't need nobody. So now you only allow people into your life that enhance it. You feel me, ladies? Come on.
Poetry night has
Hey, this goes for the fellas too. This goes for the fellas too.
Yes.
Fellas, if you're here and listening, master being happy alone. That way you don't go ending up chasing something that's not right for you.
Right.
Get on your purpose, man. Get on your grind. Get on your shit.
Knowledge is power too. Get in books. Get in the gym. Work on your body. Like work on your spiritual. Like work on things that will literally enhance and boost your own self-worth and value within yourself. That like, yo, this is really all that I'm worried about. And then when someone comes along, it's a compliment. It's complimentary to your life.
See?
Yeah,
and then like that's what will happen. It's like you hear it all the time. Like I didn't even see this coming, right? I didn't even know. Like I wasn't even thinking about a relationship.
That
why?
happens.
And then all of a sudden, this perfect person kind of fell into my lap because why? You were focused on your shit. You were doing you, and then they're like, "Oh, I fucking love the way you are as you, right? You're not trying to go out and seek and be something other than yourself. You're just doing you."
Yes.
That person's like, "Yo, I fucking fuck with you," right?
Yes.
Now, in your head, you can't just accept him just because he presented himself. It's like, okay, homeboy, how do you enhance my life? And homeboy, if you're gonna approach that girl, you gotta make sure that you can enhance her life in some way. What do I bring to her table, right? What does she bring to my table? You see something in her, right? That you respect, that motivates you, whatever.
Yes.
It's like, okay, now think to yourself, what can I bring to her table? How can I add value to her life? Think about that. What kind of guy can I be to make her life better?
Yes.
Right? What does she need? Does she need a masculine man that she could fall into her feminine self with? Can I be that guy with her? Can I add to this situation? Can I level her up through whatever I'm doing as well? Can we complement each other in some way? Boom. When you're doing that and that guy comes along and he's got that mindset, then that's where the magic happens.
Yes. Ask yourself, long story short, as a matter of fact, this is why I'll conclude it. What can you bring to your table first before what can you bring to someone else's table? Make sure you have your table set before you're able to bring someone else. When that's not set, you're not able to bring anything that someone else is table.
Yeah.
And that's
too many of you fellas out there trying to fucking go and scoot yourself up to somebody's table and all you got is a paper plate.
That's a fact. Just a chair. Ain't nothing to say.
It's like, yo, man,
I don't have a table myself.
I just got I got some plasticware and this paper plate.
Yep.
But I really like your table. That's a nice table you got there. I'm trying to get in on that table.
Too many.
It's like, excuse me, what you got?
Yeah.
All you got is some unseasoned fucking potato salad. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
And a folded chair. It's not even...
with that flimsy ass folded chair. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, boys, you guys get frustrated about, it's like, yo, these men or these women are too difficult or whatever. It's like, bruh, come on, man. What are you... Don't be showing up to the table with no just paper plates.
There you go.
And shit.
There you go.
She's like, I don't need no paper plate. I got fine time in China right here. What you mean? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. The fuck? You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness. That's the truth. I mean, so many.
And here's one for the fellas though too. It's like, ladies, okay, let's say you got a guy who does bring something to the table. Okay? What's gonna keep him at your table? Right? You want to make sure that table is dope as fuck. Mm-hmm. You got a fucking spread for days and whatnot. So what does that man require too? It's like, it can't be just one way. No. It's not just him trying to satisfy you. It's like, if the right guy comes along and you know, whatever that guy looks like or is, you know, also consider his needs. What does he want?
Yes.
You know?
Don't ever forget that, please.
No, because like it's necessary. It's got to be a mutual respect.
It does.
You know, like we talked about on the other episode, it has to go both ways. Like some of you ladies, like so I see some ladies out there that are like, it's so one-sided with them. Like they got to prove everything to me, right? But when the right guy does come along and it's like that, you turning me off.
And then
you're turning me off to you. Like that guy ain't gonna be attracted. It's like, okay, so it's just all about you.
Yeah.
It's not what you can do for me at all. Okay, well, this is not fair. I don't want that. I want somebody who also cares about my needs.
Exactly.
I got needs too. I'm more than willing to satisfy your needs.
Yeah.
And I'm more than capable of doing that. But you're showing me signs that you don't give a fuck about my needs. So I'm good on that.
Remember, it's about pouring into each other's cups.
Yeah.
It's not just your cup that got to be poured into where his is empty.
Yeah, and this is a mistake. And listen, you can't listen to some of these, like, you know, some of the shit out there that, like, tells you otherwise, that, like, convinces you otherwise, because that's not realistic.
That's toxic, too, if you think
it's not realistic.
Very, yeah.
It's just not realistic at the end of the day.
No, it's not.
You know, and then you're frustrated why these guys are, you know,
and it's
falling off left and right, or you're feeling like, oh, they can't handle you. It's like, no, they just don't want to handle you.
Yes.
Because you're not reciprocating, right? It's like, it's too one-sided. I can more than handle you, but you're not showing me that you want to handle me at all. So fuck that. Why should I go into a relationship? I worked my ass off too. We're both fucking independent, strong people. I work my ass off too.
Exactly.
It's gotta go both ways, baby.
It has to go both ways.
You know, and look, we're only talking to the people who like kind of have, I'm only saying that because like I know there's some women out there that have like this misconception about that. I know there's ladies out there that do a lot of these things. Like you reciprocate.
And we do not discredit you, ladies.
It's the opposite situation where he's not doing shit. You know, we get it, but I'm just saying this because for the ones that like think that it don't, like, you know, there are cases like that. I see it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, fucking, okay, well that's why you got issues, lady. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, you just got, you know, it needs to go both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My sister is like strong, independent, very proud, very like prideful. It's kind of hard for her sometimes to like be that woman for the man that she wants.
Yeah.
But it's like, you got to realize, hey, that's a mistake. It's not just all about you. You got to think about what he wants too.
Absolutely.
You know, and I'm telling that to my own sister. You know, but it's real. It's like, if you want to make this work, it's got to go both ways.
Like, where's the balance?
Right.
Everything needs balance in life.
Yeah.
You got to think about it. That's how things stay. That's how your equilibrium is so centered, you know? Don't let it be one-sided. It can never be one-sided and things are going to work out, you know? So.
You feel me, ladies?
Yeah. That's a fact. Let's go.
That's the bottom line when it comes to that. Chasing validation's got to stop, ladies.
Priorities first.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Priorities over options, for sure.
Priorities.
It's the same way where they tell guys, it's like, don't chase girls, chase goals. Chase money and then the girls will chase you or whatever. That's what they tell these dudes. You chase goals, you chase your priorities.
Yes.
And the validation will come running up your doorstep.
There you go.
Straight up. Now we got this other question that said, asks, why do men like playing games?
Oh boy.
Rome, you want to answer this for them? Do you like playing games, Rome?
I don't. But you know what it is? I feel like it's came to this conclusion that they play games because they feel that is what it takes in order to sort of win you over or keep you around. It's like, oh, this is what I need to do. Rather than sort of being myself, I have to put on this facade. I need to play games. I need to mask stuff in order to keep you around because it's interesting.
Right.
Or it's like some ornery, or it's like, oh, it's unpredictable, so now it's exciting. And instead of being your dang self and real, man. Like,
yeah, and you're playing games because your damn self and realness ain't good enough. So fix that.
Exactly.
Right. So you just said you're playing that they're playing games because they feel like that's what they have to do.
They feel like they have to do it.
Right. It's compensating.
Yeah.
For the real them.
Yes. Because the real them isn't strong enough to present that as authentic or unapologetic.
Because when the real you is strong enough, you don't gotta
play no games. Trust me.
And you won't tolerate no games.
Exactly.
Either. Men that got shit going on, they don't play. They hate fucking games, and they won't play games.
Yeah. Think about it though. How much effort and energy does it take to have to do this and this and this, or the equation to play games, rather than just being yourself?
Yeah.
It's so much easier to just, hey, here I am. You like me? Oh, you don't? Okay, I'm going to keep it pushing. You like me? Oh, you don't? I'm going to keep it pushing. I'm me, though. Oh, you like me? Oh, okay, bet. I found my... Don't ever let that stop you. Like,
see, but a lot of guys, they don't have that mentality. Why? Because themselves isn't good enough to get that attraction.
But that's what they need to work on first before even trying to look for somebody.
Yeah. That
shouldn't even be in your mind.
That's
Don't
the key,
even think
fellas.
about
you won't have to play games. I'm telling you, if yourself is the shit, like, and you got your shit going on for yourself, you will not have to play games, and you won't tolerate games. And this goes vice versa. Ladies, if you are the shit and you got all this type of shit going on for yourself, you will never have to play games, and you won't even fucking tolerate it. Because if you notice it starting to happen, you'll be like, you're done.
Cut off. All right.
You're done.
I need someone who's real.
Next.
Yep.
Right?
Matter of fact, me, I'm going to just focus on...
Right.
Okay, cool.
What happened that time that girl flaked on you, or she started playing them games, like taking too long to text back, or waiting a couple days or whatever? What ended up happening?
Oh, I cut her off and I started just doing my thing. Like, focusing on my goals.
Backfired on your ass.
Oh, easy. I was just like, yo, I ain't got time for this.
Right.
Like, why would I think that you fit in my puzzle piece if you're not even real enough to display that to me? Like, you have to like do this and that. Like, no, it's just that doesn't resonate.
Yeah,
that won't work.
That shit don't work on
maybe on a boy that likes playing games and stuff, but it won't last.
See, if you didn't have shit going on for yourself and you were bored with your life and whatnot, and you didn't have other priorities, or anything, that would work on you. Yeah. Because that's it. That's all you got. You're like fucking right. And a lot of you guys, you fall victim to that. Or girls fall victim to that because you don't got enough going on for yourself, you know, straight up. And, you know, it comes back to, again, the priorities and having options.
Prioritize.
But fucking prioritize priorities.
Yes.
Because fucking having options is a pain in the ass. It's too much work, too much. I don't got time to fucking... the options accumulate when you have priorities that you're successful at.
Yes.
And that's
you gotta realize time is the one thing you can't get back, so use it wisely.
Right. So us men, fuck games. We ain't playing that shit. I'm telling you, we don't fuck with no games.
Yes.
I don't give a shit how good looking you are, how bad you are, whatever. If I notice you're playing games, you're not worth it.
Wow. Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
It's never worth it. Ever. Fuck that.
Because if you can't be real with yourself, how would you expect to ever be real with me, you know?
Right.
That's ultimately what it comes down to. You're not being real with yourself.
Yeah.
When you're strong in you, then you don't feel the need to play any games. And when you're strong in yourself, then like I said, when you're authentic, it literally is the most empowering quality you can ever have, because it's just like, I know what I want. I have clarity in my life. Yeah. I'm so strong in me that if you don't fit this description and you're even of this fake sort of facade of whatever it is that you feel like you got to do, and the real you is behind there, but you're not showing that, it's just like, okay, someone will. Like I'll have somebody that is real
Yeah.
enough to show me that, and you're not really worth it. And you know, for me, for my picture, you know what I'm saying? So.
And it's like, back to what you were saying. It's like because you're playing games because you have to.
Yeah.
Right? Because the real you ain't gonna.
It's not strong enough.
Suffice to keep that attraction.
Right.
Right. So now you gotta play games to try to get them to chase some validation.
But watch how exhausted you'll be in the end.
It's like, I don't need your validation though.
Yeah.
Well, if I got my shit together, what the fuck do I give a shit about your validation? I got priorities. I could have other options. What the fuck are you doing? Like, okay, whatever. You just blew this for yourself. Like, have that mentality.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like what you said too. You just blew this for yourself. When you know your value, listen close. When you know your value, they're not the loss. You're the loss for them. So always remember that. Know your value.
Right.
Know your value, ladies.
So stop being bored with yourself, ladies. Build that value up.
That's right.
You should never be bored. Keep your priorities on top, right?
Yes. Yes.
And that value will continue to rise, and then you will never fucking sweat that shit.
Right. Exactly.
Straight up.
Exactly.
Last thing, there's a young guy. He comes in. He's disgruntled. He left a comment saying that women don't like nice guys. And fella, I think that's a general consensus. Women don't like nice guys. And you know what? There's one caveat to that. They don't like nice guys when nice guys aren't genuine.
Oh my! Say that again. Say that again, please.
Women don't fucking like nice guys when nice guys are not genuine. Okay? This is the fucking problem with the nice guys.
Yes.
You're not fucking genuine. All right? I saw some video pop up on TikTok, went crazy viral or whatever, and this guy's talking about there's 10 guys in the bar and some girl walks in and she's beautiful, and right away all 10 guys are like being super complimentary to her, like telling her how beautiful she is. They're lighting her cigarette, they're fucking kissing her feet, licking her toes, whatever the fuck. They're kissing her ass. And then an 11th guy walks in, he says, "Hey, how you doing?" to the lady. And then he turns his back and starts talking to the boys. Now the guy says, "Why did she want that 11th guy?" It's because women don't want guys who are nice. They don't want guys who treat them well. They don't want nice guys. You know, they want guys that are going to be like this, and I don't want to play that game. And I'm like, bro, first off, you're confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, girls don't want realness. The 11th guy was the realest one out of all those guys.
That's a fact.
Those other 10 guys, they were being nice, but they had a hidden agenda. They weren't being genuine, right? You could be nice, but it's like if you have a selfish intent behind all your actions,
you can read it.
Women can smell that desperation and that energy from a mile away. Y'all had a fucking that desperate energy while you were interacting with her, and they could smell it from a mile away, and that smell is fucking. It's like it's not a pleasant smell to them. Okay,
you smell that horrid sort of
right. This guy came in, hit her with the fucking, "Hey, how you doing?" and then went about his business, left a fucking great aroma trailing off his ass. So she's like, "Oh, wow. Who is that?" Right? Because he didn't have any sort of desperate energy about him.
Yep.
He was keeping it real with her. He asked her how, was he mean to her?
Just showed acknowledgement because she was there.
Was he mean? Was he treating her poorly? No. But he was being real.
Yeah.
He was the only one being 100% real. And that's why she likes him more than the other guys. That's the thing, boys.
Be like the 11th guy. Don't be like the other two.
Yeah, just be genuine.
Be genuine.
Look,
be real.
It's like you could be nice, but just be real, too. don't just tell her what you think she wants to hear.
That part. Do not tell her what you think she wants to hear.
Just be real.
They can smell. Yeah, that's wise.
They could smell that off of you from a mile away, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up. And they know it's like you're trying to get something out of me. It's like the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
If like, let's say you're the manager of some place and all your employees are like kissing your ass, right, to try to get that raise. Mm-hmm. They're only kissing your ass because they want that raise. Just be real with me and do good work.
Yeah.
And you'll get the raise.
And most likely the person that is not really asking for nothing and that's doing the good work will get the raise compared to everyone else that might have sort of think that they're doing good work but over kissing their ass to try to get that.
You just kissing ass just to kiss ass, but you're not doing good work. Right? It's like, bro, it's like, do the fucking work. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, now the nice compliments, the realness or whatever, that helps, right? But it's got to be real. If I sense that you're just saying this because you're trying to get something out of me, you're rubbing me the wrong way now. Yeah. You're being deceitful. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, you can't be genuine with me. If you could be genuine with me, if you could tell your manager some shit that he don't necessarily want to hear, but it's going to be helpful for the company, he's going to appreciate the fuck out of you. Yeah. Right? Absolutely. So the girl is that manager. Yeah. Right? Be real with her. Don't be a nice guy, be a good guy, like a good person. Yes. Right? And that's it.
I don't ask for nothing. I don't have any hidden agendas, don't have any sort of motives, that
you're being
are just them.
It's like you be a good guy. Yeah. Right? A good guy who is somebody who's nice when he's supposed to be nice. Yeah. And somebody who's like stands up for himself when he's supposed to stand up for himself. Exactly. Calls bullshit, tells you, keeps it honest with you. Yeah. And just like is who he is. That's a good guy. He's not trying to be an asshole or whatever, but he's being real with me. That's a good guy. Yeah.
He's not making you feel on a pedestal or anything less. It's literally this common middle ground. Exactly. Like you're a person, I'm a person. Let me talk to you like a person.
And girls respect those kind of guys, and they like those kind of guys. Because these girls, they get that shit all the time. It's like girls know the preconceived notion that they have about you is you only want one thing. What's in between my legs? So I don't believe shit that you're saying, dude. Right. You only want one thing. You're only telling me that because you want to get to this. Yes. It's like, okay, you show her that you don't give a fuck about that you're doing everything just because you want to do it, because this is the type of guy you are, and you're not afraid to tell her something that she doesn't want to hear. She might not want to hear it, but she's got to respect it. And I'm not saying that has to be something that's like an asshole comment, but it's got to be real.
It's got to be real.
You know what I mean? And you could say things that aren't necessarily, the most flattering, but in a soft way, right? It's not like that, okay, I got to be an asshole to get these girls to like me. No, you just got to be real, bro.
That's it.
That's
all it comes down to. There you go. That's the formula.
What's some advice you would give to a guy like that who doesn't know how to be real with the girl?
Well, literally, it goes back to what we talked about. It's like if you feel that it's these other sort of things you have to do and you're not really grounded in yourself first and foremost, then it will always be that for the rest of your life. Yeah. Be grounded in who you are first. Strengthen that, your value within yourself as a man. Because you don't want to be a boy or immature or anything like that for the rest of your life.
You want to have your shit together.
You want to have your shit together.
And you want to be proud of what you bring to the table. You hold your head up high.
And you want to know that you can take care of things, for one, that you can lead, comes down to, and also that you don't really need anyone. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to that, you're like, there's no desperate energy that can even sink within yourself or your being, because you're like, I'm so grounded in who I am and my purpose in life and my goals that everything else really is complementary. Everything else really is an enhancement, and it's not the end all. So if you feel that that's not strong and that you have to do this, and just work on yourself. Don't think about options. Don't even think about girls or anything like that. The sacrifice right now will be so worth it in the end, because you'll realize you'll get to a point where what you've grown into is more worth it than literally like what you are still doing to try to get this validation and all this other stuff. So grow into that person and don't sink back into these ways that will continue to just not work out in your favor, because it won't work out in your favor.
You're too bored as well, man. Exactly what I told the girls earlier. You're too bored, man.
You're too bored.
And you're chasing this pussy like it's the last thing on earth. It's like pussy is too high of a priority in your life, bro. You need better priorities, dog.
That's true.
Like, goddamn, these dudes out here, it's the biggest fucking chink in their armor.
Right.
It's like pussy fucking runs your life, dog. What the fuck are you doing? Like, everything you do is in pursuit of pussy. It's like, bro, you got such a chink in your armor, you don't even realize, bro.
Everything you do is in pursuit of pussy rather than in pursuit of impacting the world and purpose. Because I feel like that, when you can even have that mentality of like, yo, how can I be of influence to this world? There's more of a bigger purpose than anything than, okay, I have to go around and try to find as many girls to sleep with.
It's easier said than done because we're hornballs.
No, it is. It's a visual thing. I mean, and we get that.
And it's like, look, we all get fucking horny.
We get that. But when you are consumed in that, then it will be at your ultimate demise for your relational life or anything. So
you're going to fall into a relationship just for the pussy, and you're going to wake up in years and you're going to be like, oh shit, I don't even vibe with this person.
You're essentially writing the same narrative.
And you're trying to put on this front like you're somebody that you're not.
Yeah.
All in pursuit of pussy.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, just get your purpose right first. Pursue the purpose.
Yeah.
You'll become the person that you need to become, and then attract that person.
That's right.
That will end up giving you the endless amount of pussy that is right for you.
Right. Grow into that person. Grow into that person.
Damn, man.
Your future self will thank you.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man. Hey, look, we get it. It's like hard to get yourself out of there, especially like as a young dude. It's like, you know.
But that's why you got to have a big why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you feel like you're just roaming around, then you're not really, like, it's nothing that you wake up that you're truly excited or motivated truly to do, because you don't have really a why of why you're doing it. So these things have to be the end all. Like, I have to have pussy in the forefront because I don't have.
Well, not only that, it's like society tells you ain't a man unless you getting some, right? You giving a fuck about too much about what people think and whatnot. It's like, bro, I don't give a fuck what you think.
But you know what's crazy, though? That has been, for the longest, what that narrative is you're not a man unless you're sleeping around with all these women. No. You're really a man when, for one, you know what you want out of life. For two, you're able to take care of yourself. For three, you have purpose. For four, your ambition and your drive is so much at the forefront that your family, you're an influence to your community. It literally is... All of these things are what a man truly embodies. That is not a man.
Yeah.
I'm just going to come and say, that's not a man. Yeah. All right? We just got to tell y'all straight up. So if that's what you feel y'all want to do, to each their own, but you're going to have the same scenarios going over and over for yourself, trying to wonder how you get out of this rut, and you're never going to get out of it. So you can either be on this side or this side. You choose.
Yeah, don't let those guys fool you acting like that. That's the only thing you need to fucking be a fucking alpha male, dude. These guys are fucking feeding you some bullshit, bro. Right. I'm sorry, bro. That's not how it goes. Get your purpose right.
Right.
Get your goals and your ambitions right. And then you can have your fun or whatever, to each their own. But eventually you're going to want somebody who's going to fucking level you up, dude. And
you know what the best, now that you say that, segue into the best advice that I've ever embraced. A man that finds a wife finds a good thing. Build yourself first and then find your wife.
Right. And how you going to get to that next level just with only these little options and stuff?
Pennies.
Right.
$100 bill.
They ain't adding value, right? Mm-hmm. They're not helping elevate you. Mm-hmm. Right? So it's like they're actually like kind of holding you back in a way. So it's like eventually, once you get past that phase, you need somebody who can help level you up, right?
Yes.
If you're really about your purpose, you need that person.
Yes.
You might not, quote unquote, need them, but they're going to fucking add an enhancement to your life that's going to help you get to your purpose. Mm-hmm. So it's like, that's why we say, don't be going out trying to pick up 100 pennies when what you really need to get to the next level is a fucking $100 bill.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's quality over quantity, my friend.
That part. Man, pure facts episode. Right?
Pure facts, baby. We just trying to keep it real, baby.
Know what I'm saying?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's about all the time we got. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I hope we did a good enough job in this episode to earn that subscription from you.
Facts.
So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. We appreciate all the support. Leave us a comment in the comment section. Let us know your favorite takeaway from this episode.
Yeah.
Also add to the conversation if we missed something, if there's a scenario we didn't think of, or a circumstance, or just something on your mind that you want us to address, drop it in the comment section, and we're gonna get to all of them.
That's right.
So if you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, hit that subscribe button, baby. We appreciate it. If you're on Apple Podcasts, or if you're anywhere listening to this, do us a big favor. It truly means a lot if you go on over to Apple Podcasts and rate this podcast. If you could write us a few nice words, that's going to mean a lot. Because we're coming for Joe Rogan's ass.
That's right. All of our OG listeners, we love you. All of our new listeners, we love you. Keep it coming.
And we got more coming up right now.
That's right.
We about to get to a serious question in the exclusive episode.
What's that question?
Where are all the good men at?
Oh,
we about to tell you, girl.
Y'all want to know the answer to that? Y'all got to tune in.
We gotta give
only
you
on
some
the exclusive.
The hidden spots.
Oh,
the hidden gems. We're gonna give you them. But that's gonna be on Magic Man Plus. So head on over there if you want to listen to the exclusive episode. That's where you can support our podcast and we'll get the access to all our exclusive episodes that we do every single week. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all being here. We appreciate you lending us your ears, your eyes, and your inner thighs.
That's the boy.
I was waiting for you to say it, man.
Nah, it sounds better coming out.
Nah, dog, you got that deep voice. You gotta be the inner thighs.
Oh, my
Anyway,
goodness.
Thank y'all for being here with us this week. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Hopefully, we provide you with some value.
That's right.
And we will see you next week. Peace. But factor in what else he does for you and he can do for you in your future. If you can appreciate and be grateful for those things, you might find that he does fill some of the gaps that you need with that perspective. Because I can tell you, the people you think that are on your level won't admire you or look at you the same way he does.
Ooh.
Just food for thought.
That's such a great, what you just said, because there's a difference between They said, why didn't you marry her then? Well, lucky for you, I am. That is happening, actually.
Were you talking about in that video?
Yeah. That's exactly what I was talking about. She used to do that. Like, strictly from her own, like I would, get ready to go to work and come back, and she would just write these notes and make my lunch and send me off with that, and it'll be the cutest. She's like, don't read it until you get on your lunch break. And I would read it when I get my lunch break, and it'll be like the cutest messages and stuff. And I'm like, dang, you love me.
That's how she got your ass.
That's how she got me, bro.